inches away.
Some teams cautiously entered week number 9 of the Summit Athletic Conference, and Bishop Dwenger just squeaked past Northrop.
The Northrop defense makes a stop.
Wayne made it interesting at Carroll. Concordia wasn't messing around with Northside. SNIDER looked like SNIDER at Bishop Luers, and against Southside, Homestead put the nail in the coffin on the SAC regular season.
The Kelly Automotive Group is proud to sponsor the SummitCitySports Top 10 Players of the Week.
Welcome back, Jeff Becker. The sophomore signal caller kicks us off at number 10. Becker did not play last week versus Concordia, and against the Generals, completed 16 of 32 passes for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Becker, near side, touchdown to number 3, Tyler Morrison.
He also ran 11 times for 42 yards. He'll finish the regular season 3rd in the SAC with 1,518 yards passing on the season and number 2 in total yards with 1,808. Northrop came to play Friday night, but so too did Bishop Dwenger's Lucas KROHN, who takes the number 9 spot. KROHN was all over the field, leading the team with 10 tackles. He also had a tackle for a loss and this bone-charring hit on the Northrop QB. The Saints once again got a lot of players into the game, and KROHN was a steady force in the 9-7 win over Northrop. The dynamic duo is back, and Wayne's KESHAUN Fields and SHAWN Collins take the number 8 spot. The big play generals got an 80-yard touchdown run from Fields.
Can he break it? KESHAUN Fields, he is going the distance from 80 yards. No one is going to catch KESHAUN Fields,
who finished the game with 160 yards rushing, averaging 10 yards per carry. He also added 7 tackles and a sack. Sophomore SHAWN Collins led the team with 195 all-purpose yards and had this great 65-yard run to the house.
SHAWN Collins, first play of scrimmage of the second half, takes it out wide, cuts it back in, still going. SHAWN Collins, are you serious? 65 yards, score. He's gonna hand off to Fields, why not? Fields fumbled, and it's in the end zone. The fumble recovering the end zone for Carroll.
Wayne had some big plays, but the Carroll defense still filled up the stat sheet and comes in at number 7. Senior linebacker Matthew Ottenweller led the team with 9 tackles and leads the squad with 46 tackles on the season. He also had 2 tackles for a loss. Defensive tackle Larry Seibel is second on the team with 44 tackles and also had 2 tackles for a loss versus Wayne. He and teammate Wes Stevens each also had a sack. And the Chargers lead the SAC with 27 sacks on the season. Coming in at number 6 is Concordia QB Brandon Davis. The junior had his best game rushing on the season, totaling 60 yards with a touchdown.
Option run to the right, Davis cuts it outside and he'll score. Brandon Davis.
Through the air, he completed 7 of 14 passes for 188 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 35-7 win over Northside. Davis finishes the regular season ranked number 2 in the SAC with 1,601 passing yards, behind Homestead QB Luke Goody, who ranks number 7 in the state. Bishop Dwenger found itself down 7-0 at halftime at Northrop, and Patrick Finley takes the number 5 spot. The Saints got him involved offensively in the second half, and Finley delivered, following his blockers for 6.
Around the left end, can he get the corner? Finley to the 5, Finley to the pylon, Finley in the end zone!
And on 4th and 12, with Northrop driving down by 2 points, Finley comes up with the interception. With Bishop Dwenger entering the postseason, expect more big performances from the two-way star, Patrick Finley.
And that may be the game clincher right there. Finley into Northrop territory as he picks up 18 yards and a critical first down for Dwenger. And now they're in a position they can run the clock out.
SNIDER's defense recorded its 3rd shutout of the season and comes in at number 4. Giannini Belizaire took his leadership position to a whole nother level, leading the team with 3 tackles for a loss. And on the bull rush, he reels in the QB for a sack. And check out this big hit by sophomore linebacker Dominic Moon results in a fumble, and John McCullough falls on it in the 35-0 win over Lures. In at number 3 is Concordia two-way star JALEN VANDERBOSCH. The Cadets started to pull away from North in the third quarter when VANDERBOSCH picked off the Legends and returned it inside the 10. Moments later, his 68-yard touchdown reception was the exclamation point.
Over-the-shoulder catch is made, and it's going to be another touchdown for Concordia. To the house, JALEN VANDERBOSCH.
But for safekeeping, it's VANDERBOSCH with his second interception to ice the game for the 3A Concordia Cadets. Homestead's defense did it again with its third shutout of the season, holding South to just 41 total yards. The SAC champs come in at number 2. Sparty has given up just 50 total yards the past 2 weeks. Nick Martin led the team with 7 tackles and had 3 tackles for a loss. Bryce Raber and Matt Miller recorded sacks, and Miller's QB hurries led to Malik Mickens' interception and this crazy interception by Mark Deli. Miller is only a sophomore. All of this, and I haven't even mentioned the name Cam Rogers.
Fake by Goody, off the left side, bouncing it to the outside, touchdown!
They've been something special this season, and Homestead's offense takes the top spot. Quarterback Luke Goody directs the show. The junior quarterback goes through his progressions and finds Jake Archibald for the 63-yard touchdown. Archibald also caught a 9-yard score. And off the bobble, Jared Kistler scores from 20 out. At running back, Ryan Burton averaged 13.1 yards per carry and plunges in from the 4. Hats off to the offensive line as Homestead leads the SAC, averaging 5.9 yards per carry. All hail Sparty as they look for their first sectional title since 2016 and their first with SNIDER in 6A.
That's Larman going in motion. He gets the handoff, breaks a tackle, cuts it upfield. He's in for the touchdown.
The Kelly Automotive Group would like to congratulate all the players that made this week's Summit City Sports Top 10 list. And good luck next week.
Postseason play is upon us, and the SAC is looking strong. This Friday in Class 2A, Bishop Lures hosts Central Noble in a battle of 2 and 7 teams. In Class 3A, 4 and 5 Concordia travels an hour and a half down Highway 24 to play 7 and 2 Mechaniqua. Class 4A battles have 1 and 8 Southside hosting 2 and 7 Huntington North, and 0 and 9 Wayne will head 50 miles south to take on number 4 ranked Marion with a 7 and 2 record. The following week in Class 5A, 4 and 5 Northrop travels to 1 and 8 Goshen, while here in the fort, 4 and 5 Northside will host 8 and 1 Bishop Dwenger. In Class 6A, 7 and 2 Snider will host 6 and 3 Carroll in a rematch of one of the best games in the SAC this year. And the SAC champs Homestead put their undefeated record on the line at 1 and 8 Noblesville. We've got the games at SummitCitySports.com.